Good morning, all you folks out there in YouTube land. Thrash Pondo here, and I have a special treat today. I'm doing what can be described as a dual unboxing. Yes, two of my friends of channels sent old Thrash Pondo gifts, and I'm going to get to them in just a second. But before I do that, like, subscribe, forward, share, and share alike, and all that other nice things I'm always asking you folks to do to get the algorithm on old Thrash Pondo's side. That out of the way, let me begin. And this first one comes from Neutron Jon, more commonly referred to on our channels as John Doe. And he said he would only describe it as a large quantity of comic books. So many, so I'm going to have to do an homage overview as opposed to an in-depth look-see. But I'm going to start with something. John, I got to ask you, is this one autographed? I can't tell if it's just one of those cases where they put somebody's name in the cover art, so it looks like an autograph, or if this one was actually autographed by one of the creators of the comic. Get back to me. But until then, that's some great stuff in here. We have a couple Solomon Kane comics, old homage to classics. We have Captain Power and Iron Fist. How do you wrong with a thing? We've got a couple Superman versus Predators. Not familiar with that one, but sounds very, very fun. You know, broken microphone. We got a Rawhide Kid. We got a Human Fly. Thank you, Lux Interior. Superhero Catalog. Terror of Planet of the Apes. How did you know I was a Planet of the Apes fan? Let's see. And then, oh, we got some great Dark Horse comics here, too, by the way. A couple of Evil Dead. Interesting Shadow comic. We got a Solar Man of the Atom. Not familiar with that one, but it sounds a lot of fun. Superboy. Green Arrow. Another Green Arrow. Black Hawk. Black Hawk Down, as it were. Dr. Fate sounds great. Dr. Fate sounds great. And a few DC Into the Lost World of Warlord. These look great. But to show he really knows who he was sending a gift to, we got a whole slew of these Star Trek comics. I'll start with this one here, with the Gorn, because hair today, Gorn tomorrow. A couple of these Star Trek Year 4s, which I haven't read the comic, but I'm guessing it's a reference to the fact that the show lasted for 3 years. So this would pick up where they left off. And then several of these Starfleet Academy comics. And rounding up this cornucopia of comics, we have a John Carter, as in John Carter of Mars, which I can't wait to get into. And of course, this one here, Conan from the Conan universe. May I learn generosity from you, John? These are phenomenal. Can't wait to read them. Can't wait to do wretched recaps on them. And again, I can't thank you enough for how nice you were to send them to me. But there was another surprise gift. As I'm sure many of you know, I'm also a fan of the old Sunday comic strips from back in the days when people got newspapers every Sunday. And here we have what you would refer to as a card box. And that was a box where you would keep your collector's cards. sports cards, if that were your thing. But, well, no surprise here. I wasn't much into sports. I was more into, well, sci-fi and whatnot. So we open the box. Oh, here, great grandpa reference. We open here, and oh, look, I actually have some cards. They're in, and I went with Wacky Pack cards. Now, Tom, I actually tore my collection apart looking for it to see if I could find a hungry jerk. Best I could do was a hungry man. That was pretty close. Also, I have Rick and Morty cards. Let's just see what else we got going on here. Um, oh, of course, my dinosaur attack cards. And those of you who remember the first Gulf, you might remember these. This was crazy. They actually had Gulf War trading cards. The early 90s were an odd time. But anyway, I have this wonderful box to keep my cards in from now on. And again, John, thank you very, very much. I owe you. Anytime you want me to do a post in your honor, the answer is already yes. Anyway, thank you very much. But I have one more piece. This actually was from Mr. Led, and it's a very old vintage $6 million man comic. Now, apparently, there's a story here. Apparently, he was on his way home from work or something, some 30 odd years ago, happened to pass by someone's hedges and saw stuffed in said hedges was this comic in almost pristine condition. He helped himself to said comic and kept it for 30 years and has decided to now pass the torch on to me, a torch I humbly and gratefully accept. Mr. Led, you are wonderful as well. Also, I got some more DVDs and VHS from my good friend Rick. Thank you very much. He and I just went and saw King Ghidorah, my first time back in the theater since the whole pandemic shut down. Being my first time seeing King Ghidorah on the big screen. It was a lot of fun. He gave me a copy of Dagora, the space monster. Unfortunately, it wouldn't play. But anyway, Rick, I want to thank you very much. It was very, very kind of you for your gifts as well, as always. Anyway, that's all I got for you folks today. Be good, be safe, be careful. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all again very, 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 very soon. Peace.